So welcome everyone, I'm Maddles, this is the Foreign Hope Open Qualifier. And well, we are going in to map number 2 of this best of 3. Spawning up to the top right hand position, we've got the red Protoss player. It's Winter. And his opponent down to the lower left, 1-0 up in this best of 3. It is the blue Zerg, Namshar. Just to take this opportunity, thanks very much everyone who is tuning in right now. It's a pleasure to have you here. Of course, all of this is made possible thanks to our sponsors, which are on screen, as well as you at home who donate and subscribe. So if you are enjoying the content, please do consider donating or subscribing to the channel. Links are below the stream. Any amount would really help cover the cost. I'm putting about $1,000 of my own money into this now, just to cover the prize pool and make this possible along with the help from the sponsors. So anything that you can give to help that, obviously would be massively appreciated and will make it possible for more events like this to be done in the future. So Winter at the moment, he's opening up with the pylon first yet again. Deadwing is a very, very large, or it's not actually very large, it's quite a big map, but it's a very macro orientated map. And that's because taking a third isn't too difficult and taking your fourth is very easy. This may actually be the map with the easiest to take fourth base ever. There's a couple of maps in the past which it's been very, very easy to take your third, but I don't think I've ever seen a fourth as easy as on Deadwing. It makes for a very, very economic map. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Anyway, at the moment, what have we got? Just a little check through here. We've got a spawning pool opening from Namshar going into that hatchery now. Of course, Winter again coming across. He's not going to be able to do much. He's just going for a Nexus first, playing this very economically at the moment. Probe. Still just waiting about. Still just having a bit of a chill. Like, well, can't really do anything at the moment. Better just wait for it. Meanwhile, Namshar, he's also in the same boat. He's like, well, I guess I can get a couple of lings, deal with this annoying little probe here. Early game, StarCraft 2 is very much mechanical. Very restricted in what realistically you can do. Anyway. Probe is gonna die, ever so slowly, but he will die. Meanwhile, Ling waiting on the ramp, gonna go trap him. Boom, dead Probe, first blood of this game. Horrible times. Anyway, Gateway, still just chilling here. Wall-off slowly coming through, Photon Cannon on its way, and everything is just nice and safe, nice and chill. Third base for Namshar, also coming on down. When did that start? That started just before the 4-minute mark, so really nice and early. Really nice and happy, and everything in the world is great and fluffy. Okay, it's not fluffy, it's Zerg, it's prickly and spiny and sharp and pointy. But still, everything's good for both these two. Nothing too crazy going on yet. Cass is just finishing up for Winter. He's also chilling here with that gateway coming on through. If we take a look, there isn't really too much that can happen in this early game stage. Next big thing is going to likely be when Winter finishes up his cybernetics core. What kind of gas he wants to go, what kind of tech he wants to go for with the gas. Last game we saw him go for a Blinkstalker play. It really didn't work at all. So I think if I was in the position of Winter this game, I'd almost definitely be looking to get my third up quickly and go late game tech. So that'd be going into Colossus, which was severely lacking in the last game. Potentially, actually no, I just go, I play safe, I go into a Robo, get a couple more gates down, get a third base. And then just hold this position until you got your fourth up and be very happy about that. Namshar on the other hand, he's going to be just waiting. Do have the Stargate actually coming down from Winter, so this is an interesting choice. There's a lot of dead space on this map, but it's quite a large map to come across the cross spawn. So if we do see anything come out too quick, if we do see an Oracle, there's ample time to get a good defense up to it, especially since it was a Nexus first. So not exactly the quickest Stargate you're ever going to see in a game of StarCraft. Now, Gas, third and fourth on their way down. This Overlord going to try and come on through. Hasn't really scouted anything yet. But no, there's an Overlord just coming through here. Sees a pylon mysteriously waiting there. Mysterious pylons are like a beacon for Overlords. There we go. Phoenix have now been discovered. So this is going to give Winter a lot of map control. Going to be in a position where they can buy himself a bit more time. Make sure he picks off any Overlords. Deny vision from Namshar. Can also harass as well. Namshar's going to be forced to make a couple of Spore Crawlers just to keep himself in a strong position. But already, down goes the Overlord. This is the second Overlord to die. Not the end of the world though. Namshar's had plenty of time to start up more. It's got 10 drones also coming on through. His lair on its way as well. Most importantly, his drone count is getting very, very high in terms of its worker number. 54 to 47. No sign of a third from Winter yet. He's getting the +1 attack, adding in a few more gateways. Nothing crazy yet though. There's the Robo. Very, very tech heavy as it stands. Otherwise, Winter just going for a good little patrol with this Phoenix, trying to find any Overlords that may be out and about on the map. Doesn't want anyone getting into his base, getting any more scouting down. His third not yet been taken. Going to be difficult to take when he doesn't have much of a ground army. Meanwhile, over on Namshar's side, he's adding in those additional gases. He's going to be going up to all 6. He's got his lair done, building a spire, and he's just probably going to be looking to go towards a Corruptor Mutalisk style composition, which is really actually very strong up against this early game kind of style that Winter's going for, where he gets a lot of tech, because while the Phoenix are going to be very strong up against Mutalisks, the Corruptors can counter that, and then you're suddenly stuck in a position where I don't have many gateways, I don't have many stalkers or sentries down, and so my anti-air is really rather lacking, and as a result, the Mutalisks then go and wreck everything with the support of those Corruptors. Robotics base is also coming on through. 4th base for Namshar, 3rd base for Winter. That gets scouted really early by Namshar actually. It's about 9 minutes 30 in this game at the moment. And still very little in the way of resources lost. Just the odd spat. Nothing in terms of a proper fight. Sibling rivalry at best. Still, these Lings picking off anything they can. 2 probes. Nothing to scoff at. Any worker kills early on is always good. And I keep saying early on, and that's because we are pretty much still in the early game if we're honest about this. Neither player really engaged properly. Neither player really got to the tech they want. Once that spire's finished up, we should see a lot of Mutalisks. 7 can immediately come out. There's the gas for 10. +1 air attack also on its way. A couple of Corruptors going to come out first. My mistake. Of course, Corruptors first because of the fact that there's Phoenix. More Phoenix coming as well as the Fleet Beacon. The Corruptors, though, are going to be a right pain. A lot of Lings down on the ground are getting some good damage down. There's the Time Warp. Attempting to slow these Lings, allow the cannons and the Zealots to close up the distance. Those force fields are really strong actually, preventing the Lings from getting too much of a surround on the Zealots. Buys more time, allows them to trade relatively well. Fleet Beacon nearly finished. There's the 2nd Stargate as well. More Phoenix still coming out, but against the Corruptors, they're not going to really be any help at all. Corruptors running on through at the moment. Or floating on through. A lot of Lings on the ground, waiting to counterattack if possible. Corruptors intercepting into these Phoenix. It's going to be a bit of a bad time. Queen's there as well. Gets instantly dropped as that Phoenix was a little too bold and suddenly realizes, hang on, I'm probably not going to fare too well as that goes on. Still the Phoenix back on out from this. The Corruptors looking to try and find a nice angle of attack. In terms of anti-air, 3 Stalkers. Here come the Mutalisks. This Corruptor Mutalisk strategy, very, very strong. The Corruptors, as I mentioned earlier, zone out the Phoenix away from those Mutalisks, and then the Mutalisks just deal with everything else pretty effortlessly. Do have Anion Pulse Crystals now finished up, increasing the range of those Phoenix. Gives a bit more of a margin for error. Attack from the side. This main base completely vulnerable. Quite a few probes getting picked off here, and the Phoenix are going to struggle to deal much with this because of the Corruptors. As we see already, these Corruptors winning this fight rather beautifully. A couple of Mutalisks go out of position though, will get taken down. Bit of a misstep there, the Corruptors though still trying to get more damage. These Mutas need to deal with the Stalker that came back up. Still though, those Phoenix slowly losing in numbers, more probes getting picked off. No Zerglings on the ground really coming pressure as of yet, just more Mutalisks on their way over. If we look at the unit tab, 6 Phoenix still remain, but they've got to deal with 10 Corruptors. And those Corruptors are shortly going to have, do already have the +1 air attack. Massively helping them. Couple of sentries left out of the control. Group will continue walking on down to their doom. 4th base for Namshar. Sorry, 5th base for Namshar. 4th is already done. So he's about to be 2 bases up, which is really helping him at the moment. A couple more shots coming on through here. A lot more probes getting picked off. The Stalkers are going to come and try and deal with this. The Mutalisks moving around the back. They don't want to get flanked by those Phoenix. They also don't want to engage all the Stalkers at once. Phoenix taking a lot of damage from the Corruptors, but the Mutalisks are the ones that are getting a good amount of damage through. Lings trying to tie up some of the army on the ground there. As Warpins attempted, the Mutalisks have something to say about it. Pick off any Stalkers to try and warp on through. They're having to reposition because of these Phoenix, but the Phoenix count relatively low. These Mutalisks will die, but allows a couple more Phoenix to get picked off as well. More probes getting taken out, and Namshar taking a monumental lead in supply. Nearly 100 supply up, going straight for those Phoenix that were a bit out of position, able to pick them off with the Mutalisks, but already 20 workers killed. A retreat is in full effect now from Namshar, but has he done enough damage already? Quite possibly. 42 workers to 86, 3 bases to 5, and this is going to be a very difficult position for Winter. He's down a game already. If he loses this, he will be eliminated from this qualifier, will not be making it through to the main Foreign Hope tournament. Couple of Stalkers here now, but the Lings on the ground along with the Mutalisks in the sky, gonna dispatch them easily and quickly. And now it's the third. In come the Lings. They're going to soak up some of that cannon damage. The Mothership Core will get taken down, but not before a Time Warp and Photon Overcharge was triggered. The Immortal not going to be doing much else either. If now the Phoenix dies, these Corruptors still trying to zone out the Phoenix as best they can. In come the Mutalisks though. Going to be going straight for those sentries, prevent the Guardian Shields, which would dramatically reduce their damage, but it's not going to be enough. Winter taking catastrophic damage now, left with next to nothing on the field. There's the GG, there's the well played, and Namshar is going to advance into the next round, eliminating Winter 2-0 from this qualifier.